All righty. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? How are we today? All right. All right. Hi, Harry. Really got to figure out where this wig's coming up and where it's not. I think we're going to melt around it. And then give it a yank. Okay, I think we got it. You're going to move, Harry. Down. Get down. Get. Morning, Sabrina. How are you, my darling? Ooh, it's one hot pokey tool. Ooh. Okay. I'll clear it off of there. That was hot. I bumped my little finger. Okay. All right. So let's get a rubber band on this. And then that was probably not smart. I left that open all night. Okay. What are you stressing about, babe? You got a lot of shit going on. What's going on? Oh, you don't need to tell me here. We can what? We can talk about it later. Yeah, we'll talk later. I got a banger of a headache. Migraine's kicking my butt today. And I think it might be some sinus pressure too, so we're going to do some allergy pills. All right. Every day of my life, Sabrina. Every day of my life, babe. It's getting worse. I'm trying to get him to put me on that, that once monthly that's supposed to kill it, but So far, all they keep doing is trying to throw narcotics at it. I don't take those, so, you know. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. We'll just kind of review some of the things that we've overcome in this one. So let's start with the basics, and that's binding. Because we are deciding to put this one into a scrapbook. We have these hard posts and these little rails here that are basically an inch wide. But because of that, it means that the pages don't flip like we normally would when we bind them into a regular journal, because if we bound them into a regular journal, they'd have one stitch line down the center, but these are individual pages. So in order to combat that issue, we went ahead and marked each page at the inch. That's only for convenience. It just makes it so that we know where we can decorate on the page without it interfering with the hinging system. But on the opposite side, we used some paper tape. And this is, hello, Miss Francis. It's not masking tape, okay? This is brown paper tape. It's craft paper tape. So it's a little stickier and quite a bit stronger than regular masking tape. So we have put that down the back of each. Now, obviously, it's going to be wider than the inch, but that's okay because we can use regular washi tape to disguise that if we want to. But this is going to make the page a lot thicker and make it easier for us to score it, put it in there, and use it as, you know, a hinging system. The next issue we did was the paper itself. This is obviously scrapbook paper, and so it obviously has that blaring white on the back. And so we just lightly tea-dyed this. So here's a piece of the scrapbook paper. That's what the back of it should look like. This is what it now looks like. And just for color consistency, we did that with the pages that actually came in this one, because this had a bunch of pages in it for, you know, like writing memories and stuff. So we did that with that as well. And again, we did, because these pages are also designed not to, you know, turn, we went ahead and put the paper tape on those as well. Now, since this is going to be like a writing style journal, we want to leave a lot of space in it. We are like doing minimal to no decorations on these white pages and on the backs of our scrapbook paper. And then on the front of our scrapbook papers, where we're really kind of, you know, putting our pockets and our tags and things. And as you can see, there's very minimal amounts of decoration going on here. So the next issue we had to overcome is this one down here. And what that is this here. If you're cutting this paper and you're cutting it to be appropriate as far as like orientation, you may run into a situation where you have this on the bottom where they have the writing, you know, for what the paper is and all that. We just use some washi tape, just cover it, you know. There is one back here where, in order to have the writing going in the right direction, all of that labeling stuff was actually on the side of the paper. So I just used a piece of border trim to cover it. You could use a large piece of washi. The thing with washi, though, is that it's see-through. So you want to be careful that you're using something that's thick enough that it's not going to show. Okay. One of the other things we did is we went through and we numbered all of our pages with removable labels. And that way we knew what order these were in, and we didn't have to worry about getting them out of order or having, you know, two like pages together. So that was that. Hey, Candy. And then we'll talk about a couple of other things. So that's it basically for the issues that we've come up to today. So the next thing is we did this pocket yesterday. And this pocket is actually made out of a very large journaling card. This came in the paper set that I used. And this sucker's huge. You know, we're talking Mondo. We're talking, I don't have a ruler. That's what I get for working in the middle of the night. I lose things. You know, I lose stuff. Here it is. Okay, so this journal tag is 6 3/4 inches long by 4 3/4 inches. So this is a big journaling tag. So Carla! Could you imagine the size of the tag I'd have to put in here? So yesterday, if you watched the video, what we did is I have a collection, and I do recommend these. You know, everybody goes, oh, well, you have to have your circles and your squares and your layers. And okay, yeah, I get that. But you know what? This is one that I highly recommend. And I have a whole set of these. These are dies that just cut slots. That's all they do. And I have a whole set of them in different sizes. And I think I picked them up for like $3 or $4. They were very cheap because there's not a lot to them. But they allow me to run a piece of stock through my Big Shot and be able to cut, you know, slot pockets in anything. So we cut a small slot here, which in hindsight, I probably should have cut a little higher, but I like it. And then I cut a larger slot over here, and then we just went around the outside and we glued the top, and we went down the center here, and we glued right behind this pocket, which allowed us to have another pocket at the top, no opening over here. That's okay, Carla. We'll take you any way we can get you, baby. So that was what we did yesterday. We kind of built our own pocket out of a journaling card. And then we moved on to this one. Now, when I originally pulled this piece of paper a couple of weeks ago, it was a regular, when we pulled this, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. This was just a regular piece of ledger paper. And I was going to just cut it off. And then I realized that just cutting it off really did a disservice to what we were doing here, which is dealing with issues and problems that can come up when you're doing this. Okay. So I said, okay, well, what can we do with this? Well, usually we have a flip, but in this case, the page itself became the flip. So there's only so much you can do. There's only so many ways that you can fold a piece of paper. Now, I could have glued this down and just made a gigantic pocket out of it. I could have had it flip open and just had writing paper, writing space here in the back and put some decoration on it. There's 1,000 ways that you can do this. What I chose to do with this, and as part of the solution issues that we're working at, was creating the flip out of the flap, So we have a set of pockets. Now, I could have staggered these because this is wider. So I could have staggered them a little bit under here. That is entirely up to you. But since we're making this journal to write in, I wanted to leave as much space here as possible. Okay. Then we added a little bit of lined paper. We still have some work to do over here. We're not quite done with this yet. And we have our little tags. And I did make it so that the top one sticks out just a little bit. And that's just for visual interest. So, you know, we have a couple of things left to do on this page. We're going to work it. Probably not today. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, but hacking up a lung. Tells you to go home and then, oh, God. Dang gummit. Okay. So I did these tags off camera yesterday. We're just going to talk about them really quick. So what this is it was a strip that I had, scrap strip that I had of 110-pound manila cardstock. And I just went ahead and used my gel medium and attached these to a piece of here we go, tissue paper that I have. Love this stuff. And then just added a little bit of decoration. And I tried to keep the decoration like to the washi so that all of that lettering and stuff would come through. And I pretty much did that on most of these, you know, but some of them, you know, came out a little bit different. But I went ahead and did all of those and then tried to kind of color coordinate them to the wallpaper sample that we have on the front, the vintage wallpaper on the front. And we are kind of moving on here. So remember, you know, there's only so many ways to fold paper, guys. This is not rocket science, okay? There's only so many ways to fold paper. So you're probably going to end up doing the same thing over and over and over. Now, I've done this in a journal probably 60 or 70 times where I've done this, okay? Where I've turned the flap into the flip, you know, and added my stuff. But I've been at this a long time. So don't become discouraged if you're like, oh, I want something, you know, I want a new original idea and I can't. Well, yeah, you can't because there's only so many ways you can freaking fold paper. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see. I think that today we shall do a new page. Just don't know which one I want to do. I think we'll do this one today. We're going to do this. We're going to work on this one. Okay. So let me get these off to the side. Hello, Miss Christine. Okay, so as I said earlier, I do have a banger of a headache, a migraine going. So I'm going to try and hang with y'all as long as I can today. If it gets to be too much, we'll pick this up tomorrow. Okay? So, that being said, we're going to make that pocket that I did on the video the other day. So, let's get our supplies out for that. I don't want to use the 110-pound for the backing because that'll just make it too heavy. And we're going to glue this down anyway, so. But what shall we do on the front? How shall we make the card? How? No idea. Let's see. No. This is a possible because, you know, it's got the ledger and that kind of blends. What's the page just before this? No, not a ledger page. Okay. I was working last night, so I apologize. I left this in a freaking mess. So now at this point, I'm just fighting the mess. Don't be like me, children. Seriously. I'm always yelling at my grandkids about this stuff. You know, like making a friggin' mess everywhere. Okay. We also have this option, you know, where we can just make it like monster huge. I think we might do this. I like, because this has already got kind of that look to it. Let's do that. Shall we? Of course we shall. All right. Alrighty. So let's cut a piece of paper. Let me see what I do with the roller. There it is. Okay, we're going to go 5 by 7. I think this is 8.5 still, so let's take a look. It is. Okay, 5 by 7. All right, let's see if we got that right. I didn't like that. Okay. All right, that works. Okay. Round some corners so everything looks cohesive. Okay. Let's take a look. Let me turn some light on. What do you think? Should we have some light? Okay, I can deal with that. Okay. No, I like that at the top. Okay. Let me get my lines on here. Get them straight. Let's see. Bless you.
Thank you.
Again.
Thank you.
I'm serious. Everybody in the house is allergic to me.
No, we're allergic to mornings.
Okay. Holes. Punch holes. Oh. 'Kay, let's see. All right. Got the depth set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, now one, 2, 4. All right, so let me tell you. I have a dozen of these out to go in the holes. Now, I'm going to drop at least one, so I'm not putting this bottle away till I'm done here, because I'll drop at least one on the floor that I won't be able to find. Okay. She's carrying her cookies around today. All right. So I'm going to put these in with my broken, non-functional damn hands. This is why I will end up dropping at least one. because I'm impatient and I hate for things to take a long time. So I try to put these all in here at once, you know, like one whole side. Makes it easier for me to go down and just. All right, we go. I have to tell you, these little ones, oh my God, compared to the big ones, these are hard. I don't know why. I do know why, but it's scientific and boring. So, you know, I'll tell you I don't know why. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's one side, and we'll do the other. An ungodly amount of stuff is going to go in this. You know that, right? Five. Oh my goodness. Am I going to get away with this? I should have probably gotten the big one down to do this because I know these are hard to do, but I enjoy torturing myself. And it's just a pain in the butt to get it off the shelf and bring it down. That monster machine of mine. Okay. You can go back up. I kept you down so there were no mistakes. Hi, Mari. Okay. That one is not quite set. One second. Okay. All right. What a mess I have here. Okay. Okay. All righty. So, starting at the top. Here we go. Okay. This part's just such a pain in the butt, you know? Come on, go in the hole. Go in the hole. Go down the hole. Flat. What a pain. I know. I designed the pocket. I'm saying, what a pain in the butt. Now, somebody did ask me why I didn't do this, you know, like back and forth. And the answer for that is that if you did it back and forth, there would be some points where it would be blocked off because of how small the piece is. You could certainly do it both ways if you wanted to. But I would recommend that you put your rows like not on the same line, because otherwise you're really just disrupting the integrity of the paper, you know? All right. I'm starting to get real antsy at being home for so long. Get a little wanderlust going. I want to go. I can't wait for winter to be over. So I can get the heck out of Dodge. I know I live in the one place a lot of people want to go, and all I want to do is get out. It's pretty sad, isn't it? Okay. Next one. Last one. Okay. Okay. And have your glue. Okay. Removing snot. Not mine, the bottles.
I figured that one.
Okay. All righty. Yes, the Bog of Eternal Stench. I did not ink this, so oh well. Okay, Bolshevik. I like it. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry, because we used Bog of Eternal Stench over here. Actually, we did. We used 3-in-1, which is not quite Eternal Stenchy. And I think that when we put this one down, we're going to make it a pocket. We're going to glue on these 3 sides and then have one coming out over here with a tab on it, because we are going to put tabs on these. So I think we're going to add a tab onto the journal card that we put in here. And I don't know that we're going to do a journal card so much as we're going to be doing like a file folder, I think. I think a file folder will be great. Bolshevik. I like it. Now, you may have noticed that when I did this, I actually drew it a little bit tight so that the paper was kind of bowed just so slightly. That's so when I glue it down, these become tighter. Like lacing a corset. Hence the corset tuck. Okay. Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to glue on 3 sides to put this in. And then we'll put like a file folder here so that the tab hangs out a little bit. And that'll be part of the tabbing that we do. Because we already have the tab on the bottom of the flip. So we'll have a tab here as well. And as I said, it's all just aesthetics, you know. All right. I'm not going to bore you guys with making the file folder on camera. I'll do that off camera. But I am going to glue this down. Okay. All right, so now that that's on there, I mean, you know, we can put tiny stuff in there. We can put huge stuff in there. There's so much stuff that we can put in here that it's redonkulous, and I'll work on getting some stuff together to put in there later. Okay. But what I do want to add is I want to add this, but I also want to add a ticket. So let me grab, let's see. Let's take a look here real quick. There we go. Let's take a look here. I'm not really seeing what I want. Oh, come on. I'm finding other things, though, that are kind of cool. It's going to be a big fat no. Okay. Huh. Let me see. Huh. Nope. Nobody, nope. Nope. No. What's in there? Nope. And the other side of this is all flowers. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here we go. I like this one. That one is for the Missouri Pacific Railroad. I like that one. So we'll use that one. Miss Janie made these for me at a Maps. And they're cool. Hmm. Hmm. Nope. Now she's over there breaking stuff.
No, I just had the breakfast of champions and everything's falling.
You had the breakfast of champions?
Yeah. Get me through the day till lunch. Was good. It was oatmeal and 2 hard-boiled eggs. I won't be smelling too good.
You're going to be moving out to the backyard. All right. I think I'm happy. Well, I'm not, but you know, I am contented. Okay. All right. I left this open last night, so if it works, I'll be impressed. And by this, I mean the ink pad. All right. Oh, God, the gas is starting.
Not yet.
Did you just burp?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gas, babe. It's just coming the other way right now.
Well, it doesn't stink coming out that way.
That's what you think.
As long as I'm not burping in your face. Nobody can smell it.
All right. So here's a trick. It's not a trick. You know, some people, we're trying to point out all of the obvious things with this one, okay? If you take any piece of paper and you roll it and scrunch it up and then just lightly touch it with your ink dauber, you're going to get darker creases. And those darker creases make the paper look old and used. Let's see, what was today's? What's today's exclamation, Carla? Dadgummit. Let's not do Bolshevik. Let's do Boulder Dash. Okay. All right, so we'll get a bunch of stuff in there. I will work on some pieces for that. And I don't like this edge. We still have to work on some paper clips for this one because there's no paper clips. We may be doing a bookmark in this one. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so let's work the back real quick. Again, we don't want to do a whole lot, you know.
You put this underneath here after this is done.
Do I?
Yes, do you?
No.
When you done with it.
I'll come over there.
What are we talking about?
Good.
Oh, the kettle.
Steve.
I have an itchy right behind my knee. All right, so we don't want to do a lot of decorating on the backs of these. But, you know, we want to do some stuff, so let's see. What do we got? What can we do? What can we do on the back of this page? Obviously, some washi tape. Yes, yes. Okay. That is a piece of tape. Oh. Whew. My head hates me right now. All right, let's see what we got here. I hate this roll of tape. Should make that perfectly clear. And I'll tell you why. This is freaking Gucci on it. It's supposed to be vintage. These people understand Gucci is not vintage. And just writing Gucci on something does not make it designer. Okay, let's... Okay. All right, so we can see if we can put any more, you know, problem fixes in this. Does anybody else have does anybody else have an issue with journals that we might be able to address in this specific type of or style of journal?
Yeah. Hmm.
All right, we'll put it on here. All right, Miss Carla, I will find a page to do it, and we'll do it. Successfully add a tip in. All right. Let me write that down. All right. I got that one. A drunken lean. Oh. All right. We'll talk about that one. There's a ruler involved. It's a great way. All right. There's a couple of ways of doing it. All right. So now we just need a little something up here. We don't, but we do. You know what I mean? Okay. You get it? All right. I think we're going to put, no, that doesn't work. I don't like that. Let's ink this puppy and see what we get. Somebody fussy cutted this and sent it to me because we all know how I hate to fussy cut. So somebody fussy cut this and sent it to me, and I don't remember. It's been ages. But whoever did, thank you. I love you. Thank you. Cussy cutting. Cussy cutting. Cussy cutting. Okay. Well, see, here's the thing. Amy said it the other day, which I took as a compliment. Amy says that I can cuss on a level she's never even imagined. And I thought to myself, yeah, watch me have to cut little crap out of pieces of paper. I'll come up with some new words.
As long as I've known you, I think I've heard you cuss about
Who?
you.
Me? Cuss about a handful?
I have yet to hear you just go, fuck, I'm a shit, or a damn it, anywhere. It's always something that replaces it.
You must not listen. I drop F-bombs on my videos all the time.
Maybe my brain just blocks it out. I don't know.
Maybe. Because, yeah, I got a
But
mouth.
Like you're my hero, and I don't expect that to come out of you.
I got a mouth. I got a mouth that would make men in the Foreign Legion embarrassed. Oh, I come up with some. I'm telling you, Amy used to joke that she was going to use them as passwords. She's like, and then what happens if I get locked out and I have to call in? And they're like, well, what's the last password you remember? She's like, and then I actually have to say that out loud to another human being. Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
She's password I don't remember. Literally.
Actually, for a very long time, back when PayPal first came out, my original PayPal password, many, many years ago on an account that I don't even have anymore, used to be, I hate freaking passwords. Because that account, like every time I logged into it, it said I had the wrong password. And I only use so many, bless you, I only use so many passwords. Rope sucking son of a sea cook. I like it. But yeah, that was my password for a very long time on my original PayPal. And of course, I don't have that account anymore. Otherwise, I wouldn't be telling you guys. But I just got so frustrated because every single time I logged into PayPal, they would tell me that my password was wrong. And I'm like, I only use so many passwords. How can it always be wrong? It's got to be like one of these three. So, yeah. We went rounds and round and round and round. And they were like, well, you'll have to reset your password again. And I was like, you people suck. And, you know, so I hate freaking passwords was born. Yeah, I love that. Bite me, ass hat. Love it.
Ah. I thought it would bite me a shat. Got it.
I can't help myself, you know. Being Irish, it's practically a requirement to use certain words, you know, in provocative ways. To be honest, though, like one of my favorite evers, gobshite. Yeah, effing gobshite. What's it? Y'all, what is her name? Um, Miela, the girl from
Awesome.
no, I don't know if it was Blossom. Uh, she was on Big Bang.
Maya Bialik.
Yeah. She does a thing if you have her on your Instagram where like every day she posts the Jewish word of the day. And some of them are good. Yes, feckin'. Feckin'. And a feckin' good time was had by all. 'Twas. I remember my grandfather used to say it that way when I was a kid. And I was like, what the hell is he saying? And my Hungarian grandmother went, you don't want to know. It's a feckin' crack. That's what it is. It's a feckin' crack. All right. So we are going to let that dry completely because that's going to take a good 5 or 6 hours to completely dry onto there before we start loading this up. I'm going to be making the file folder with the tab for inside of it. Again, we're not really like overdoing the back here because we want to be able to write, you know. So we have, we have a couple of things left to do. We have a lot of things left to do. This is going to take us a while because we're working on addressing these issues. Okie dokie. All righty. Oh, that's good. All righty. So we're going to call it quits on that for now. I'm going to be doing a little work off camera on that one, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Now, if you have an issue that you want to see, if we can, what we can do with it, instant message me, email me, whatever, put it in the comments section. I will see it. And, if I can figure out how to put it into this book of issues, we will. But that's what we're doing here on this one. We're kind of working our way through some different problems and issues that come up when you are making a journal or getting started making journals. Sometimes you just fall in love with something and you're like, I got to put this in my journal. And then you go to put it in and it just doesn't work, So, we'll talk about all of those things. Just let me know what it is you're interested in seeing and we'll see if we can get it to fit into this. Okay. A punani. Okay. Let's see. All right. So for February, for our projects of 23, I have one from Carla, one from Kathy, one from Tina M, one from Sash, one from Sabrina, one from Arlene, one from Patty Ann. If you have turned it in and your name is not on the list, let me know so that I can get you on the list. For those of you that are not on the list yet and did not see the video, this month's challenge is to make some ephemera with some packaging of some type. Let's see. And you still have, about a little over 2 weeks to do that. So if you want to get that in, get that in. Don't forget on Friday nights, guys, we are now back to doing Late Night Lunatics. We had a great time last week talking about really bad kids books.
You guys ought to look those up. I'm over.
Hooker and Blow Save Christmas.
Who's going to help Jack off his horse?
Who's going to help Jack off this horse? Yeah.
Poor Jack.
So, we'll see what kind of shenanigans we get up to tomorrow night.
Brenda's beaver needs a barber.
we'll see what kind of shenanigans we get up to tomorrow night. Yeah. We also have on Sundays, we're playing the feud. If you haven't played, come on over. That's irreverent as well. That it's not for kids. That's for crap, sure. And it's not the questions. The questions are bad. It is the interpretation of those questions. So we got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm going to be doing more of the upcycling and recycling videos. And we're going to be doing, the minute mysteries and stuff. We also have, so far, I only have one person who signed up to do the unsolved case. And if you want to play, let me know. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this digital. If I can do it digital, it won't cost us a dime. But if I can't do it digitally, then, we're kind of ill. But this is the Jamie Banks case. It is a homicide, originally ruled a suicide. We have to determine if it was truly a suicide. So you'll get, all of the stuff in the case file. There's all kinds of photographs and stuff like that. You'll get it all. And we'll go through it once a week together as a group. It's kind of fun. Let's see what else. All right. That is it for me, guys. I am out of here. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends. Then I can meet them. Let's see what else. Videos twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. Lives on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Twice on Friday. Those are AM lives starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11, 12, and 1 across the country. And if you want to know what I got going on, check out the community tab on my YouTube channel or go over and join my Facebook group. There's a link in the description box below. There's also a link down there for the Projects of 23 Challenge video that gives you all of the information on how we're doing it, what we're doing, and how it's played out. And let's see. I think that's it, guys. I am going to go hug the hubber.
Yay.
And
hugs.
then I'm going to put my head into a dark, quiet room.
And your bed is already forthcoming for you already.
See that? He's a good man, Charlie Brown. All right. So until I see you ladies again tomorrow, or maybe in a live tonight. Who knows? Not mine. Until then, stay well, my friends. Love you guys. Bye-bye.